Hello, I am Great Warrior Ken Juira. I'm very happy today to tell you about Martial Arts Institute that was started 50 years ago. I want to thank you and welcome you to this documentary. I know you hear many stories about us jumping onto trotros and all kinds of different vehicles to get to our destination, from Accra to Kumasi, Accra to Cape Coast, to all the secondary schools to teach the students. But let me tell you a true story that happened to me. I was a student at the University of Ghana, Legon, and I had a karate club there. One day, a black belt who had a higher degree than I did came into our club. And out of respect, I said, he can teach the students. Everything went well, and he left. A week later, the same black belt came again, and he wanted to take over the class. I said, no, not this time. You know what touched my heart the most? The students, all lower belts, from white belt to perhaps blue belt, they all gathered around me and supported me. Members of our Martial Arts Institute, I want to thank you for the friendships, the comradeships, and the altogether good showmanship. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting yourself. Raw.
Great warrior Ken Guira began his martial arts training in 1973 when he trained with Danny Guira in Taekwondo. He was one of the original members of the Martial Arts Institute, which was founded in 1975 by Danny Guira. Along with the rest of the institute, he changed to Shotokan in 1975, Chinese Goju in 1979 and finally to African Goju in 1985. Ken was of great assistance to the institute in the early days as regards to the teaching of schools and universities in Ghana and was the one who coined our motto, "We begin not to end, but to continue." He was first to be inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1975. Ken, along with Reg Guira and Solly Mat Lu, pioneered martial arts in the Ghana Armed Forces by teaching the police, the Navy, and the Army. They also taught the bodyguards of the then heads of state Colonel Acheampong and General Akufo. A very good fighter, his greatest attribute was the speed of his legs and kicks, which came about because of his 2-hour-a-day kicking practice routines. His flying reverse kick was a joy, the speed of which was never matched. In 1975 he was the best fighter, executed the best breaking by demolishing 20 roofing tiles and performed the best self-defense with Solly Mat Lu, which undoubtedly made Ken the martial artist of the year. The duo repeated the feat the following year in 1976. In 1977, he performed the best kata, which was the Shotokan kata Kenku Dai. He became a first-degree black belt in 1975, a second-degree black belt in 1976 and a third-degree black belt in 1978 and eventually became a great warrior and a life patron in 2010. In the 90s, he made a name for himself as an innovative sculptor and moved to the United States to broaden his education. He diversified into poetry and painting, but continued to train and kept himself very strong and fit. This talented poet, sculptor, painter and martial artist, is the originator of the Woman is Key movement and has also designed some new concept training and leisure shoes. He plays an active role in support of women and has launched an appeal for breast cancer awareness and is currently on a crusade against female genital mutilation. We are now here celebrating 50 years of the Martial Arts Institute and 40 years of African Goju, and we are immensely grateful for everything he has done for the Martial Arts Institute and continues to do in the name of African Goju. He will always be a legend in our history. In recognition for this, the Hall of Fame was renamed the Ken Guira Hall of Fame, and an award plaque of gratitude has been given to all members who greatly contributed to the history and development of the Martial Arts Institute. Thank you, Great Warrior Ken, for everything. Roars.
Ross,